Okay, I got a video here. I bought some Hatch shocks, so those would support a little bit. But I run into some problems, and my problems are the space that these have to retract to is limited, is about 12 inches. So these closed are 9.5 and they're 15, and they got 22 pounds. So being that these are pretty light, I don't really like this because they just kind of slam down. Yes, they're helpers, they hold up. Just for quick viewing access, my plan is to put another hinge here with the quick unthread so I can prop it open all the way when I want to. So I am going to attach the secondary. They came with 2 brackets, one for each end, but I'm going to sacrifice and put this one here so I can unhook it and prop it open when I want to, just by wing nutting that off. The problem is, I thought it would be better if it swung the other direction. So notice they are about the same height, but the problem is that one won't close. And if I move it out farther, then it won't even open the same amount. So opening it up, this is the best. But I can't get my brackets out, my support, unless if I take that out, because there's nothing holding this thing, and people are going to be standing back here. So I built a frame that I can remove when I want to work on the boat, instead of having to try to work down in there between the frame. So this one closes just fine. I'm going to get a latch right here to hold that down, but my smart idea on this side did not work. It doesn't pivot. I like it better, but I don't know what I did wrong. The only thing that I can think of is you'd have to move it farther out, but then it's only going to open to here and probably do the same thing because it's not pivoting down. So either I haven't done something right, I don't know. It would have to go back farther. Same as this. It would have to go down here. But if I put it down there, I'll show you. Alright, interesting. The opening doesn't change marginally no matter whether I put this. So if I put this here, it's opening the same amount. So I just need to move this down and reposition it, and I need to figure out where that point is measured, my little measurement, so it will close here. So let me move that, see if that's correction. Alright, ended up having to move that quite a bit so that would drop and pivot, and most people wouldn't have the restriction like I'm having with all of this stuff in here. It's just a square box, but this is kind of complex. So now this goes down in there, it slams, and since I'm only using one shock, it's kind of twisting them a little bit. So really it's no better than this. So either ways, is it 100%? No. Is this going to keep this up better? I think so. But I'm going to hang the other bracket right there to allow this to open up all the way. So let me install that bracket and we'll check that out. Alright, I definitely like that one. I like the way that looks better than this. I don't like the way that works. But it works for opening it up all the way. So basically you have your down position and then you have your up position, and you have your wing nut removal. Then you have your other wing nut held open position, so I can actually get in here and take out my pieces. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but that allows me to be able to get in here and gain full access. Doesn't allow anybody to sit back here, cause a bunch of weight. I'm gonna have batteries. That's about it back here. So I definitely got to do it like this. I could put a strap, just undo it and let it dingle dangle. I mean, that would be a cleaner look, and then just use a tether. But then it would always want to fall back towards me. This way, it's not going to fall. It's pretty secure. So that's what I'm going to go with. It's not beautiful, but I think it's more functional than that. All right, so that worked out pretty good. I didn't even have to move that one. So they're pretty close. I mean, I don't think I want to re-drill holes to make them both perfect, but pretty near perfect. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to judge that. So I just need to hang the upper bracket in the correct position. So I'm just going to measure down to the same spot and hang that one, and that'll be done. All right, that's the finished product. Now, all that's doing is holding the door back and forth. I have to move the thing to actually be able to close it, but I want to be able to work on this. So my restriction is the length. If I would have this all the way open and not had this bevel, then I could have moved this hinge or got a longer one, made it work like I want it to work, but it's tough. Nothing seems to work. I like the way that side was better, but for what I got, this is gonna have to be more functional. So let me show you what it looks like in the second position. All right, that's second tier position. Back a little bit farther. Second tier boat hatch, so I can at least do a visual inspection, make sure it's not flooding, make sure I got spark. I can do some simple stuff in there by just those are strangely rubbing against each other because of the twist. The hinges aren't over as good. Let's see how that one does. Closes perfect. So basically just for an inspection, and I have, oh, that's not wanting to open good at all. So, all right, so I know this is about the hinges. So basically I have this boat engine. This top cover can come out, so people can stand on this. There was nothing to support this but a little piece of plywood. I want to make sure that was all on there. So now, in order to close those, I have to move them up. So, I mean, worst case scenario, I lose the little thing, I can just latch it. So I still got to do the latches, and I still have to do the tether. There were some tethers on here, and that's what I need to go ahead and put this tether back so it doesn't get out of my hand and flip-flop. So either I need to make two of these, because that one had a rope, so I was just going to make them out of rope, but since this one's already here, I may just tether that back. So let me move those, flip that down, one more shot. Okay, so final shot of that. Basically, it's the back hatch, so I can do a visual inspection, whatever I need to do, quick and easy. And those flop down, and all that stuff in there so you can walk on here, have people getting in and out, not fall through the back of this thing.